Let's take a look at another example and see that the trig functions that we've been thinking about actually allow us to solve real-world questions. So imagine a forest ranger is in a 70-foot observation tower and suddenly sees a fire. The angle of depression to the fire is 9 degrees. The question for us to consider is, what is the horizontal distance between the tower and the fire? Okay, what's the first thing you do? First thing you got to do is you've got to draw a picture. So let's draw a picture of the scenario and see if we can understand what's going on. So we have a tower. We have a tower. Okay, and there's a person right on top of it. And what the person sees is a fire. Now the fire, this is not going to be drawn to scale, is out here. And we're told that the angle of depression, now what does that mean? It means that if you imagine the horizon here, and we drop down to the fire, this angle right here, that's the angle of depression, is 9 degrees. And the question is, what is the distance between the tower and the fire? So what's that distance? Well, gee, on first blush, it seems like we're kind of in trouble here because I don't know anything about the right triangle that's obviously here. This is a little right triangle right here. This is a right angle. But actually, remember that this horizon is parallel to the level ground, and this, you could think of this line of sight as a transversal. So these are alternate interior angles, and so therefore this angle here is going to have the same measure as that angle. This actually is 9 degrees. That's the key. Of course, we also have to remember we know this is 70 feet. And so we have 70. We don't know this. We know that's 9. What is this crying out for? Which trig function? Obviously, the tangent. So I'm using green because we're in the forest. So I see tangent of 9 degrees equals, well, opposite divided by adjacent leg. And again, I'd solve. I could multiply both sides by the x, so it goes away here, and I have an x here. Divide both sides by tangent of 9, and I discovered that x equals 70 divided by the tangent of 9 degrees. And again, the best thing to do here is to use a calculator to estimate this. Take 70 and divide it by tan of 9, and you'd see 442 feet once you round a little bit. And so that's roughly this distance. It's absolutely amazing that you can use these abstract mathematical, geometrical ideas of the trigonometric functions to really do stuff. You know, this stuff is great. You can actually locate fires, you can actually measure things, and the trigonometry that we're developing is the tool that allows us to crack those questions open.